Welcome back to True Hall of Fame Builds. I am your host, Michael May. Some of y'all know me as God Takeover. Y'all already know you're in danger, dude. Now, first of all, I appreciate a lot of y'all guys even going to my Twitter, messaging me. Y'all guys actually putting comments on the bottom of the description. Yo, XYZ, your sneakers is fire. Yo, I noticed you had little modifications to your player's face from other people. See, I want to see some of the face scans and how I make the player look the way they look. So right now I'm gonna break down my little modifications of the KD build and the face and how I did it. You know, some adjustments, things of that nature. You know, some people they're making, some folks are still making the same KD face from Golden State. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they're not changing with the time. But nonetheless, let's get right into it. I'm gonna show you how I made the modifications on my build. Let's go. So for one, so we're gonna start with this, right? I guys can start all at the top, first aisle. You're gonna go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 faces, right? Everybody knows it's the fifth face, right? That's obvious. Now, we're gonna start over here with the hair, right? Now, the reason why I picked the buzz cut, most of y'all don't do this. One, KD now, his hair looks really like nappy. But as you guys are gonna see as the player rotates, that I wanted to keep that now KD look. Like, it looks like really like BDBs, like how mine say BDBs back in there, like really like bolitas in his hair. I'm mad that they didn't have that little big patch that he has on top of his head now. I don't know what's going on with that part. I can't put that in the game. You know what I'm saying? But I wanted to keep it as now of KD as possible. You know? So I wanted to show you guys, so you already know buzz cut, black, no texture, no hair pattern, no fade, no nothing. Just straight nappy, like straight napped out. That's how we gonna keep it, right? Now, we're gonna go on to the skull, right? Y'all already know skull 4. Now, one thing I wanted to do, one thing I did different here was this, because I noticed this. I've had all these clips of me playing with KD. Now, some of y'all like to make the head span like all the way wide and then shrink his head all the way short. But in real life, that's not what he looks like. And I'm actually gonna put a picture up right now so you guys can see. This is me in my living room up there while I'm watching the little game. You can see like his head is not as big as y'all like to make it. I mean, you know, like I said, I wanna make it up to date, the way it looks today. But let's keep going. You know, that's the skull. I kept the same skull, but I shrunk the width a little bit, so 12 is good. And it looks as realistic as when I'm against KD. It looks very close, right? Now, moving on to the brow. See, I use brow 1, right? Because brow 1 for me, like I said, watching KD on TV and looking at him, it feels a little more like KD. Obviously, the numbers show it itself, 15, 10, 5, and 5. So you guys can just see, you know, because his eyebrows almost like, they're not like up, like how most people have it. They're more like curving down. So, I mean, you know, like I said, I look at the pictures and everything of that nature. So, eyebrows, you already know. His eyebrows aren't as full as everybody likes to make them. That's why I kept his eyebrows 3. But you already see the ears. Excuse me. Ear 6, you already know. 10, 3, 10, and 4. Just you can stop the video, pause it. I'm gonna keep on running so you guys can see. You know, he has them little like, he got like the little sharp pointy ears, but they're still small at the same time. But I don't know what's going on tonight. But as we keep rolling on, the eyes is the same thing. You know, I use eyes. One, I always make the eyes light. This is what I like to do. My preference. You don't have to do that. You know, and as you already see, eye size 4. See, distance is 8. The angle is 14, just to give them a little bit of that turned up. You know what I'm saying? Eyelid 0. The eyelid, what's the crease? 15, and the rest you already know. Just to get moving so you guys could just see. Like, and when you're watching the game, like, I wanted to make it as close as possible, and a lot of people are still making the face of the young KD, and KD's not a young pup anymore. But y'all already know I use the same nose 3. That is his nose. You know what I'm saying? His nose more protrudes out of his face. So I try to keep it as natural as possible. You already know this is numbers 10, 10, 7, 0, 0, and 2. That kept it as close as possible. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna keep moving though. Right here, the cheeks. Now, unfortunately, you can't make his face like a skeleton, but you know, everybody likes to use 4. But see, the difference is this. I don't like the cheekbones, so I lower everything down. So everything's on zip. Cheek 4, pause. Oh, you know. Let's keep pushing, Rob. Now, the mouth. I kept mouth 1 because I wanted to keep it realistic. Like I said, you look at KD when you're watching the games. This looks very close to KD. And you see the numbers right there. You know what I'm saying? As you guys was already able to see when it came to the mouth structure, default, straight up and down. You already see 10 all the way down the line. I kept it all neutral. Nothing was protruding or anything of that nature. So you already know, nice and simple. Now, as y'all seen in the previous video, in the beginning when I showed you his hair and everything, I went with facial hair 9 and stub 2. Why? Because KD has this new thing where like his whole beard is like right here, and it's like really nappy going to the back. So I wanted to keep it as present of a KD as possible. So obviously you already know black hair. That's how I would set it up. I wanted to keep it as today as possible. He looked like he doesn't play for the Nets, and he ain't the best player in the world. So it's neither here nor there. But y'all already know, chin, default. I already know 0, 25, 5, and 0. You can pause it and slow it down. You know what I'm saying, to catch up. But like I said, the chin is pretty accurate. Everybody likes to use different chins. This is the one that I like to use. Because a lot of you guys mentioned like, yo, your player looks a little different than the other KDs that I've seen. So here, I want you guys to get a little close up, you know what I'm saying? And me, I use Skin 6. The only reason I use Skin 6, I needed my tats to show, bro. I needed my tats. But when you zoom back, the Skin 6, when you zoom back, you still see the darkness in his skin. So that's the reason why I made him like that. But y'all already know, this is my KD face scan. My builds look alike, and y'all already know this is the face scan that I use for both of my KDs. My power forward KD, my stretch playmaker, my two-way playmaker, and my two-way facilitator. Y'all already know. Go back, check those videos, and y'all already see I was dominating with those builds. 2 different KDs, but y'all already know what time it is. And we are.